Because the woman's arms were too thick, she couldn't wear the bracelet her husband gave her, worth $398,000, so she went to the jewelry store, hoping to exchange it for a larger size. To her shock, the clerk told her the bracelet was actually a promotional free gift, and all free gifts only come in one size. She was completely stunned. Only then did she realize her husband had already betrayed her. She returned home heartbroken, only to overhear her husband saying he was taking his sister to a billionaire's banquet, even though the billionaire had specifically requested that the husband bring his wife. But the man thought his wife was too fat, and felt she would embarrass him at such a classy event. Little did he know, the banquet was actually held in her honor. Turns out, the woman was the billionaire's sworn god sister. After their adoptive father passed away, the billionaire entrusted the woman, and the entire company, to her husband. But after gaining all that wealth, the man began to look down on her, thinking she wasn't worthy of him anymore. He even said her presence damaged the company's image. She confronted her husband, asking why the bracelet he gave her was a freebie. He slapped the bracelet out of her hand, and angrily accused her of not trusting him. Then he lied, saying it was the assistant who bought everything, so he had no idea it was a gift item. He added that she didn't even have a gown for the event, and claimed everything he did was for the company. Then he left with his sister without looking back. She felt like her husband had completely changed, and that she could be discarded any time, just like that bracelet. Just then, her best friend dropped by and handed her a dress to wear to the banquet. But when she saw the bracelet on her friend's wrist, she froze in shock. She asked where the bracelet came from. Her friend casually said her new boyfriend gave it to her, and she'd introduce him in a few days. The woman naively believed her. After all, they'd been friends for over 20 years. What she didn't know was that her friend saw her as nothing more than a cash machine. In fact, her friend had already teamed up with her husband to betray her long ago. Meanwhile, her billionaire god brother was looking forward to seeing her. Though they weren't related by blood, the love he had for her had long surpassed mere sibling affection. Soon, the woman and her friend arrived at the banquet hall. Her friend told her to change into the dress before entering, but as soon as she stepped into the dressing room, her husband and friend began flirting in secret. Then the woman realized the dress her friend gave her had a big rip in it. She decided to confront her friend, but she accidentally saw her sneak into a private room. She followed and pushed the door open, only to find the two of them in an intimate moment. Her husband, caught in the act, dropped all pretense and shamelessly admitted they'd been together for years. He told her to hurry up and sign the divorce papers so his mistress could take her place. The woman couldn't believe her sincere love had ended like this. She lunged at her former friend, but her husband stepped in to stop her. He warned her, as long as he was around, she'd never be able to lay a hand on his lover. But with her physical strength, neither of them were a match for her. Just then, his sister ambushed her from behind, knocking her unconscious. The husband, seeing her collapse, coldly suggested dumping her body in the river. He meant it, but fate had other plans. Her brother saved her just in time. Her brother wanted to wipe out the entire family, but she insisted on getting her revenge herself. To make it up to her, he gave her gold bars, real estate, and even a company. Soon, the news of her death